Hey, Eve, you there? What's going on? What happened to the food that was being prepared today? Is it not ready or something? Can you please tell me what's going on?
Dad, I'm pretty sure I told you that I was going to be working late tonight. So I ordered some pizza for you, okay? Has it still not been delivered yet?
I've already eaten the pizza, Eve. That was just a snack, right? A meal should at least have some vegetables, a piece of meat, and a couple of side dishes. Or even just having pasta or some rice with the main meal. Don't you understand that? Hurry up with your work and get home. You need to make something decent.
Would you please cut me some slack, Dad? I'm very busy at the moment. My mind and body are going to be completely exhausted by the time I get home and try and cook anything. If you already ate the pizza, then you shouldn't be too hungry for anything else, right?
I'm not starving or anything, but pizza is just a snack food. It's not a decent meal. If I don't have a proper meal, I won't be able to sleep well.
Well, wouldn't it be better if you just cooked the meal yourself instead of making me do it for you? I'm really busy at work, Dad. There's leftovers from last night in the fridge. Why don't you tuck into that? It needs to be eaten eventually.
So, you want your old and fragile parents to do all the hard work around here? Do you think it's a good idea to make me cook my own meal? For goodness sake, Eve, I've got really bad legs. I can hardly stand for that long and you know that as well. How could you be so ignorant towards my condition?
If you're going to be that way, Dad, why don't you just ask Mom to cook something for you? She's done that for years now, right? She can at least make a few things for you. She's not silly when it comes to cooking food for her husband.
You're telling me I should make your mother run around after me? Don't you realize how old and fragile she is too? You've really got no idea how your parents feel in this situation.
Are you kidding me, Dad? What kind of parental love are you sharing with me right now? I don't see a lot of it. You're just bossing me around like a slave.
I just want my daughter to cook a decent meal for me. Is that really too much to ask?
I feel completely hopeless in terms of showing you any kindness. All you do is want things done for you. You don't show me any love. I'm not gonna go into this with you over messaging. I can't come home yet, so you'll just have to find something to eat yourself.
Ugh, fine. I just won't ask you to do things anymore because you'll just disobey me anyway. You're a terrible daughter and a total failure at life. How did we bring up such a child who wouldn't look after her parents? I just wish that Megan stayed at home. She'd take care of me and do as I say. She's always been the better daughter.
What the heck, Dad? I'm so sick of you talking to me like this. I need to get back to work now.
Hey, big sister. We need to have a little chat. Have you got some time to talk? I was just wondering how you're doing. Are you well?
Wait a minute. It can't be. Is that you, Megan? No, wait. I can't believe it. What the heck happened to you? It's been a few years since you ran away from home. I've not heard a peep out of you since then.
Well, I better tell you what's going on with me. I've actually returned from where I ran off to. I've recently just come back to town. I was just wandering around minding my own business, and then I walked past our parents' house. I stood and looked at it for a bit. Then I saw you come out the front door. I couldn't believe how much you've aged. You'd be about 40 years old now, right?
You'd be very close with that answer. I'm going to be 41 this year, actually.
I thought it was crazy that you're still living with our parents at the age you are. I couldn't believe it when you walked out of their house. Hey, aren't you embarrassed about living with them still? Didn't you ever think about moving out?
Well, I did want to leave the house, but, well, you know, plans can change just like that.
I suppose that's true, yeah. When you stay at home for so long, you get too scared to enter the real world. The outside world's a big place. I know you well, my big sister. You're quite shy and clumsy, so I thought you'd struggle to live alone.
It's not really like that, Megan. I just can't move out even if I really wanted to. I'd feel so guilty if I did. I don't know if you know this, but Dad has got some bad arthritis in his legs, so his movement's very limited. I just can't leave him alone.
What are you talking about, Eve? I'm pretty sure I saw our dad walking around just fine yesterday. It was definitely him, and he wasn't walking with any limp or anything.
Wait, what? You saw him yesterday walking around like there was nothing wrong? It didn't look like he was in any pain?
I know that you're really embarrassed to be living with our parents, but there's no need to make up lies about them. People will find out sooner or later that you're lying to make it look like you need to take care of them.
You seriously saw him walking with no problems? I'm actually in complete shock over this, but I've seen him walk and he's slow and always in pain.
I really don't know what you're talking about when it comes to our father. Are you really 40 years old and single? Wouldn't it be better to think more about your life rather than our parents?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm supposed to up and leave my parents like you did? What's wrong with being single? I guess you're rubbing it in because you're married. It makes sense because you're in your late 30s, right?
Hey, everything's fine with me. It's because I'm so popular and can be with anyone I please. I'm not married or have a boyfriend yet, but if I want to do those things, I'll be able to find someone with a click of my fingers. Even people who are famous and businessmen who own multi-million-dollar companies.
Okay, Megan. What kind of people are you dating right now, then? A famous actor or a businessman that you're trying to rip off?
You obviously don't understand how fun it is to be with these kinds of people, big sister. I tell you, it's great. I do try and associate with people who make me feel better about myself and make me feel powerful. I'm very different than you, Eve. You're the one who still gnaws at our parents' shins. You can't bear to leave them alone and make a life for yourself.
Obviously, there's a point to you contacting me, right? What do you want from me, Megan? Did you really just go out of your way to contact me? To rub all these things in my face?
Only a little bit, big sister. I'm trying to say to you that time is money. You can't waste time, especially at your age. Look, to put it really simply, I want you to get out of that house. I want you to leave. That house is up for sale now.
What the heck are you talking about, Megan? You've got no right to sell a house that's not yours.
I used some money to buy an apartment, and my mom and dad are still living there. After the sale's been completed, I'll get tenants to move in. It's just so that I can earn some passive income without having to do much work.
How the heck could you have gotten that kind of money? Especially if your intention is to buy an apartment. I don't get it.
I've got a little bit saved up in my bank account. And as long as I get the money from you having sold our parents' house, I'll be fine. That house is already so ancient anyways. It's better to get rid of it. Mommy and Daddy would be so happy if you got them a beautiful new apartment, right? Even though I ran away from home, I've never forgotten to make sure that my parents are doing okay and have some gratitude for them.
I see what you're saying. That might be a really good idea, Megan. I'm grateful for what they've done for me, but I don't think I can give any more than an inch of gratitude to them now.
After nipping at their shins for long enough, you've got no reason not to thank them. As your younger sister, I feel so embarrassed about how your life turned out. I feel for Mom and Dad who have to put up with you in their house.
I don't even get your logic here, Megan. You were the one who was kicked out of our parents' house, but you're judging me for how my life turned out? Are you kidding me, Megan? You think you can just come back and say whatever you want to me even though you hardly know me? Have you ever seen what I've been through with living with our parents?
Huh? I don't need to see what you've been through. Besides, you brought it on yourself by wanting to look after them. Why do I have to see that when I can just imagine it?
Well, I guess you've got a point. But it doesn't mean you're entitled to an opinion when you haven't been here.
To be honest with you, I'm grateful for what my mom and dad could do for me. But I really hate you, Eve. Ever since I was a little girl, you were always so bossy and commanded me to do everything.
That's because you were an ignorant idiot who didn't think about anyone but yourself. Despite all of that, you held a lot of pride and thought you were the best daughter in the family. As a family, it was worrying to see.
I wouldn't say things like that about our family, Eve, or you'll regret it. You just couldn't handle being teased by me, and you were just jealous. Just do what I say and leave that house today. I mean it. Do you understand?
Oh, I completely understand, Megan. Thank you for letting me go.
Don't act like you're this strong and independent woman when you're not. If you keep staying at our parents' house into your 40s, you're just a parasite that our parents can't get rid of. I've already sold their house, and by tomorrow you'll be sleeping under a bridge on the main highway.
Is that so, Megan? Well, I guess I'll wish you good luck with everything then, little sister.
If anyone needs luck right now, it's you, dear Eve. Why don't you try to be a real human being for a while? You need to try harder at life, you piece of garbage.
Yes, okay, I get it, Megan, jeez. Now I can live a stress-free life. I can't believe I'll be able to do that after such a long time. You've got no idea how much this means to me.
If anything, it was our mom and dad who were the ones feeling all this stress in that house. I'm looking forward to letting them live in a luxury apartment. I'll look after our parents since you weren't able to properly. I'll be able to do a way better job than you ever could, big sister.
Yeah, I'm sure you could, Megan. Well, they're all yours. You can take care of them like you wanted to. Good luck with our parents, Megan.
Like I said before, Eve, you're the one who's going to need all the luck in the world to not fail as a human being. Ha, 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 ha. Hey, what's going on? We need to talk right now. I heard that you're going to receive the money from the sale of our parents' house. Why are you getting that money? I don't get this at all. It's our parents' house and I put it up for sale, so I should be the one who gets the money, right?
Oh, Megan, have you finally caught on? The reason why I get all the money is because the house is in my name, Megan.
Huh? What do you mean? How could our parents' house be in your name? Did you scam them out of owning their own house?
Mom and Dad never wanted to pay for a home loan as they didn't think they could handle it since they're both retired now. They couldn't help the situation. They weren't earning as much money anymore. Their pension wasn't going to cover the loan payments. So I changed the house to being in my name and they allowed it and I paid for the charges myself. I actually finally paid off the loan just over 3 years ago.
So it was you who was paying for the mortgage, not my parents? And you managed to pay it all off. How did you manage that? Is that actually true?
Of course it's true. I've got no reason to lie to people, Megan. After that, I continued to live with Mom and Dad so that I could take care of them. But I got so exhausted after a while because Dad got so demanding and what I did never seemed to be enough. So you doing what you did helped me out a lot. The proceeds from the sale of our parents' house will also go to me. Nothing but good things will come of this. I actually really appreciate that you got in contact with me so that I could leave this house. Thank you so much, Megan.
No, just hang on a minute there, Eve. That's not what was supposed to happen at all. Oh, I know what I can do about this. I'll just have to go to my parents so we can stop the process of selling the house. Could you please contact the real estate agent so that we can stop this from happening? There's no need to do this anymore.
Uh-huh. What do you mean by that? It's already been sold, Megan. You can just go back and say we aren't selling it anymore. That's definitely not how real estate works. I was even able to find a house that 3 people can live in comfortably. That should be fine, right?
No, it's not fine. There's a luxury apartment that I was thinking of buying. I can't get it without the money from selling our parents' house. Mom and Dad were totally into the idea of living in luxury. I can't give up on that dream now.
Look, Megan, if you don't have enough money to get a luxury apartment, there's nothing I can do about the situation. You're just going to have to settle for an apartment that suits all of your needs. Besides, I thought you said that you've got a bit of savings built up in your account.
I don't want to do that. I want a luxury apartment. I like it too much. I've told my friends of my plans of buying it, and now I've got the idea implanted into their heads.
Friends? What friends are you talking about? Why would you tell them something if it wasn't certain? Oh, wait. I think you told me about these friends. It's not all these famous businessmen and other colleagues you seemingly have, is it? Are you trying to show off to them or something?
Yes, you'd be correct about my friends. The friends who I get together with are the ones that I do business with as well. I'm planning to turn the entire top floor of the apartment into an office space.
I don't know how you're going to manage that if there's going to be a huge group of people that are being hired. How many people do you intend to use this office space anyways? Have you hired them before you've guaranteed the space?
The business is run by 5 people. A few of them are very elite. They're good at what they do. If they come to me and they see that I don't have enough money, there's no way I can face them ever again. I need to show them how successful I am. I'm not saying that I want all of the money, I just need a little bit from the sale of the house. Please, give it to me, Eve.
I think in your right mind you know I can't do that. I'm not going to give you a single penny. I was the one who paid for that loan all by myself. You ran off and did nothing to help out. Now you suddenly just show up when you want something. No way. I earned that money. The house was in my name, Megan. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't give you any of it because your name wasn't on the mortgage.
Oh, come on, big sister. Don't be like that. Please. Just help me out this once. I've never asked much from you.
I've always thought that about you, but I just won't this time. You didn't earn any of that money, whereas I did. Why would I want to give it to you? Also, when you mean you want to buy a luxury apartment, doesn't it mean you want to buy the entire complex? Where would you get the money for that?
Isn't it obvious, Eve? In addition to my business profits, I'd receive rental income too, so it would pay itself off eventually, right? Plus, the people I do business with are the kinds of people who would want to live in a luxury apartment. I'll gain even more connections with whoever they offer apartments to.
Oh yeah? Have you even thought about how much this all would set you back? Give me an approximation.
About $400,000. That's how much I need to purchase the entire building. All I need is the money I got from selling our parents' house. Please, just let me have a bit of that money. I don't need that much more to secure the purchase of the complex.
Just one of those buildings cost $400,000? How do you even have that kind of money in the first place? Isn't that the price for compartmentalized ownership?
What do you mean? What's compartmentalized ownership? I don't understand what you're talking about. Don't confuse me any more than you have already.
Fine. I'll put it into words that you might understand. It's the price of just one room in an apartment. If you want to buy an entire condominium, it'll likely be 10 or 20 million. You're not going to have enough money to purchase the entire building.
Are you kidding me? How do you even know if I need that kind of money? Don't be ridiculous.
If you actually think about it for more than just a split second, you'll understand. Like, actually think about the numbers that are involved here. Do you really think you can buy an entire apartment complex for just $400,000? Do you think that some real estate agent would sell it at such a low price? If you think about it, the agent would hardly make any revenue from selling it for only that much.
But my friends told me that I could buy a complex at that price. They even gave me a flyer and said that they found a cheap apartment complex for me to buy.
What kind of idiot friends do you have, Megan? Try and be realistic here. In this day and age, the price of real estate has increased dramatically. Are these so-called friends of yours even proper businessmen? Do they have any idea what they're doing?
But everyone's saying that it's such a good opportunity. Is what you're saying for real? It's not just you saying random things to trick me, is it?
Oh, you've got a phone, haven't you? Why don't you have a look for yourself and see what the true prices are for luxury apartments? Try and look up the condominium you were thinking of buying. See what the actual price is. That'll give you the right answer.
But how can I do that on my phone? How would I know if what it's saying is true or not? Can you help me out here?
Oh my god, Megan, you should know how to do this sort of thing. Type the name of the apartment complex in the search bar, then call the number of the property you want to purchase and ask them what price you'd be looking at. It's pretty simple if you ask me.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can totally do that. I'm not that bad with technology, so I can just search it up. Okay, I'll call the number, so give me a few minutes. Oh my god, Eve, this is a disaster. What am I supposed to do? My plans are completely ruined. The apartment complex I want to buy is going to set me back $8 million.
Look here, Megan. What did I tell you? You were dreaming that a complex would cost so little. Don't you understand how real estate works?
I feel so ripped off by now. How can anyone afford to buy a complex that's worth $8 million? Hey, what should I do about this? I don't have a home to live in now that my plans have gone completely out the window. I feel so lost as to what I should do.
But didn't you say that you've got some money saved up in your bank account? And with that amount that you've saved, you should be able to find a place. You're going to have to find a place no matter what since you're going to take our parents with you.
But what am I supposed to do about the office? Am I supposed to turn around and tell my friends that I've got no working space for them? It's like I'm betraying them.
Well, you shouldn't make promises you can't keep, Megan. They seem pretty naive anyway, so I don't think it would matter if you betray them.
What a horrible thing to say, Eve. But I'm not surprised that you would say something like that because you'd be the person who would betray their friends.
Well, at least I didn't end up like you. You betrayed your family and ran away from home. Even when things got tough, I didn't run off.
How was that betrayal? I never betrayed you or my parents. I had every right to run away.
You betrayed me by taking the money that I had stashed away in my room and ran off. If that's not betrayal, Megan, then what is it, huh?
I wouldn't call that betrayal. I just needed the money. Look, there's no point bringing up things from the past. It happened and now it's over, okay?
If you're going to be like that, there's no way I'm helping you. You stole what was rightfully mine. I worked hard to save all that money. I can't stand living in this place with our parents. You can take care of them from now on.
That's enough of that talk, Eve. You can't just not help me. All you have to do is lend me some money and I'll be out of your hair.
Well, how much have you got sitting in your savings? You should be using that first.
The thing is, I don't have any savings. My friend said if I sold that house, it would be worth $400,000 and it would be enough for the apartment.
Oh my God, Megan. I don't even know what to say to you right now. This is ridiculous. Your friends sound like scam artists to me. There was no way that you would have gotten away with paying such a little amount for an apartment building.
Hey, what was I supposed to believe? My friends made it sound like such a good deal. If I don't get the money from selling our parents' house, I won't even be able to live a wealthy life, let alone buy another place with it.
Well, you didn't do enough investigating. The house is rightfully in my name, so the money belongs to me. This is your chance to find somewhere for yourself.
Oh, how can you treat me like this? You need to help your little sister. It's not fair. I wanted my luxury apartment. This is all your fault.
Eve, you're in some serious trouble, young lady. Megan told me that you stole the money from the sale of our house. That family home belongs to your mother and I. Return the money to Megan right now.
Dad, why should I give her anything? I'm the one who paid off your home loan.
You don't think I don't know that? I know what you've done. You're our daughter, for goodness sake. But first, you need to shut up and listen to your parents. Like a good kid should.
Well, Father, there's one thing I'd like to ask you first. Is it true that you've got bad legs, Dad? Or is it just an act?
What the heck are you talking about? You stupid little girl. Of course I've got bad legs. I've had arthritis for years. I literally have to drag them around when I walk.
Well, Megan told me that you were walking normally the other day when you were in town. Were you pretending to have bad legs just to spite me? This has been so exhausting and it's getting too much for me. I can't believe you and how much you've lied to me.
Oh, come on, Eve. You know that some days are better than others when it comes to my legs. When they're feeling good, I go for a long walk. I even walk myself to the doctors because I know I can stretch my legs a lot more when I'm not in so much pain.
Okay, if you're going to keep lying for your teeth, then I want to see the medical documents to prove you've been diagnosed with arthritis. If your legs are really that bad, surely there would be evidence to prove that, right?
Well, I can't wait to show you the evidence and prove you completely wrong. How dare you treat your old man this way?
Right, okay. Okay, prove I'm wrong. This is so pathetic. Even though you left everything to me, you still have a lot of pride, don't you?
Oh, shut up, Eve. Don't act like you know everything. I never wanted a daughter who's always rebellious, unattractive, and unlovable. Megan works independently and wants to start her own business. She even bought an apartment for us to live in with her. She's so different from you. She's such a good daughter to us.
Oh, is that what Megan told you now? Did she? You really going to believe her word?
Of course I am. We're in the middle of packing our things and moving to that apartment she bought. I'm finally able to say goodbye to my patronizing daughter for good. I can now live in a luxury apartment and be spoiled for the rest of my days. I'm really happy about that.
Well, I'm sorry, but she's going to be crushing your hopes and dreams. Neither you or Mom are going to be living in a luxury apartment.
Excuse me? Why are you saying such nonsense? Of course we are. Megan told us that we are. She's got no reason to lie. Even though she doesn't have the money from selling the house, she can afford to buy us a nice, luxurious apartment. You're just jealous because you won't be living there.
Well, you can believe what you want to believe, Dad. I won't stop you from moving away.
I'll do what I want to do anyway. We'll not be coming back to the house. We're leaving tomorrow. Also, a failure like you is no longer a part of this family. Good day. Hey, you! Give me back my money immediately. I can't stand this anymore. Give us our lives back.
I was wondering when you were finally going to get back in contact with me. That didn't take long. It was best to not rely on Megan. That's at least something I do know about her, especially after she ran away from home.
Megan ran away from us. She just completely abandoned us.
Huh? What are you talking about? What do you mean she ran away?
You know this is all your fault that this happened. If you just paid her some of the money from the house, she wouldn't have run off.
That's not true. No matter which way you look at it, it was always Megan's fault. Why am I always to blame? I don't get it.
Just do something about this situation. Your mom and I don't have a house to live in.
You cut me off, remember? I'm not part of the family, so I don't need to help you. You've always loved Megan more than me, and I'm over it. She can help you this time. Oh wait, she fled. Huh.
How dare you say such stupid things like that to me? Get back here and help us! Hey, don't be like this. Help us! Please reply. Eve!
After all this drama, Megan and her friends changed their office space and moved to a region where living costs were lower. Apparently, they managed to find a property that could be used as office space. They lived on the second floor and worked on the first floor. Because they were so dumb, the company reportedly went bankrupt in 2 weeks. The company disbanded and Megan got a job working at another company. In the end, she quit her job not long after that, and she was left unemployed and in lots of debt. It seemed like she was reflecting on what she'd done, but it was very much in her character to do what she did. I heard that my mom and dad have been trying to look for me. Since they never did, they're probably living under a bridge right now. All I can say is they chose the wrong daughter to side with. As for me, I got married to the love of my life. After leaving my hometown, we bought a house in the city and we're living happily there. Imagine if I still had to live with my parents. Oh, I'm glad Megan saved me from that fate.
Hey, what time is it now? How dare you sleep for so long? The sun is already high up in the sky and you still haven't bothered to get up and cook breakfast for me and your uncle? As the wife of my nephew, you should know the rules. Why do we have to wait for you to wake up like this? Aunt Regina? Why are you texting me so early? It's only 6 a.m. now. I barely managed to get 4 hours of sleep last night, so I'm really tired. If you need something, feel free to take food from the fridge and cook for yourselves. What? What did you just say? Do you expect me to cook breakfast on my own? How disrespectful and ill-mannered of you. In my hometown, daughter-in-laws are not allowed to sleep this late. I don't understand how my sister-in-law can have a daughter-in-law like you. Who in the world allows a daughter-in-law to sleep in this late? But, Auntie, it's different from your hometown. I have to work until late at night, so I can't wake up early. It's time to realize that we're living in a different era. You shouldn't hold on to old-fashioned beliefs that dictate a daughter-in-law must wake up early. Hey, it's not different. This has been a family tradition for ages. Are you suggesting that we are old and outdated? Unable to keep up with your modern lifestyle? You are a descendant of this family. How can you disregard your upbringing like this? Who told you to stay up late? Why didn't you sleep earlier so you could wake up early? Waking up late is considered lazy and uneducated. Excuse me? But you made me stay up late yesterday to clean the guest bedroom for you and Uncle John. After that, you made me cook late-night food for the two of you. You even forced me to sit there and wait for you to finish eating before I could wash the dishes and finally go to sleep. If you had taken care of all that yourself, or at least told us beforehand, I could have gone to bed early. I went to visit my sister-in-law's house, which has been her house since my brother passed away. It's not your house. So why did I still have to inform you? You are the niece-in-law, and it's your responsibility to welcome and take care of me and my husband. And now you have the audacity to complain about it? When we come to your house as guests, didn't your parents teach you that you can't force them to work? And yet you still have the nerve to call yourself a highly educated city girl? I never call myself that. Plus, if you're here to visit my mother-in-law, shouldn't you have called first to ask if she's home or not? Because if you had bothered to call ahead of time, you would have known that my mother-in-law has gone on a trip and won't be back until the next weekend. It doesn't matter. I have all the time in the world. I'll stay right here until your mother-in-law returns. And during that time, I'll make sure to help her reteach her daughter-in-law. She will soon thank me for giving her a decent girl who understands the rules. Unlike you. Do you have any idea how much effort I put into teaching your mother to be a good, sensible sister-in-law? But now she's found herself a disrespectful daughter-in-law, just like she used to be. Aunt Regina, don't you think you're going way too far? Not only are you criticizing me, but you're also attacking my mother-in-law. What have I done to deserve constant insults about my manners and education? Oh, I could talk about your manners when I saw you dressed in that revealing outfit last night. How can a supposedly gentle and kind girl like you prance around the house in a sundress like that? It's unacceptable. Aunt Regina, those were my pajamas, and I never wear them outside my own room. But I guess you wouldn't know that because you and Uncle John burst into my room without any consideration and started yelling at me. Well, if you insist on dressing like that, you might as well walk around naked. It's so infuriating. You should learn to dress modestly. Your comments are absolutely ridiculous. I wear that in the privacy of my own room, within the confines of my own house. You have no right to dictate what I wear. And by the way, next time you want to enter my room, you better knock first. What if I were changing and you and Uncle John barged in? Don't you know the basic courtesy of knocking? How dare you speak to me like that? Now you're lecturing me on manners? And why couldn't I open your door to wake you up this morning? I'm not intentionally teaching you. It's just a suggestion that every polite person would do. And I purposely locked the door because I knew you had no respect for people's privacy. Since last night when you invaded my room, I realized that I needed to protect myself. So I locked my door, and as expected, I heard you banging on it early this morning. But I was too tired to respond. So you deliberately ignored me, huh? No, you're not allowed to do that. From now on, you must keep your door open so I can check on you whenever I please. I won't allow you to do as you please. And I've been asking you repeatedly, why haven't you come down to cook breakfast for me? Get down here right this instant. I'm not coming down. Aunt Regina, I've had enough of your unreasonable demands and constant belittling. I am not your personal servant, nor am I obliged to fulfill your every whim. You have arms and legs. You're perfectly capable of taking care of yourself. But instead, you expect me to serve you hand and foot. If you weren't a relative of my husband's family, I would have thrown you out of this house since last night. How dare you talk back to me like this? I am your elder, and you should show me respect. Respect is earned, Aunt Regina, and it's a two-way street. I have shown you nothing but respect, despite your continuous disrespect towards me. But I won't tolerate being treated as less than human, or being criticized for things that are beyond my control. You should be grateful that I even bother to come and visit. I am doing you a favor by gracing you with my presence. Aunt Regina, your visits are not favors. They are a part of being a family. and it's clear that you don't understand the meaning of family or respect. Your constant complaints and attempts to belittle me and my mother-in-law only show your own lack of character. How dare you question my character? I have lived longer than you and have more experience. You're just a disrespectful, modern girl who has no appreciation for tradition and values. Oh, I get it. You look down on me, don't you? You think just because I come from a small town, my words don't hold any value? Well, let me tell you something, young lady. My experiences and wisdom surpass your modern city lifestyle. You may have your fancy education, but it seems you've forgotten the importance of listening to your elders and respecting their opinions. Aunt Regina, I want to clarify that I have never dismissed your words solely based on your hometown. I have always tried to listen and understand your perspective. However, it seems like you're twisting my words and misinterpreting my intentions. And yes, you're right. While I don't have the authority to ask you to leave because it's not my house, I do have the right to choose not to step foot out of my room. As for breakfast, I appreciate your concern, but I don't have an appetite right now. You don't have to go through the trouble of cooking for me. Please focus on preparing breakfast for your husband if you wish. You're being stubborn and disrespectful. I told you to come down here and cook breakfast for me, not for me to cook for you. You should show some obedience and humility as a daughter-in-law. Dina! Aunt Regina, where are you? What have you done with my clothes? When I came back from work, all the clothes in my closet were cut up like this. What's the surprise? Didn't I tell you before? I will reteach you on behalf of your mother. A married woman must wear clothes with long sleeves and trousers. Look how ridiculous your dresses are. So, I cut them all. Aunt Regina, I've had enough of your interference and disrespect. Cutting up my clothes and insulting me is crossing the line. This is my house, and I won't tolerate such behavior from anyone, not even my family. You dare speak to me like that? You should show respect to your elders. I am trying to guide you and teach you how to be a proper daughter-in-law. Not a single thing in my closet is intact. What have you done? I just forgot to lock the door for one day and everything was ruined. How dare you enter my room, rummage through my things, and wreak havoc like that? Do you know how expensive these clothes are? Guidance and teaching don't involve destroying someone's personal belongings and insulting them. Your actions are unacceptable, and I won't stand for it. I demand an apology and reimbursement for the clothes you ruined. So what? In my hometown, a girl who wears short skirts and dresses like that is called a prostitute. Ah, I got it. You dress like this for your uncle to look at you, right? Apologize. You should be the one apologizing for your disgraceful behavior and for neglecting your duties as a daughter-in-law. I will not apologize for upholding our traditions and values. How can you be so old-fashioned? How is that opinion still existing in this era? I have the right to wear whatever I want. You're not my biological mom. You're not my mother-in-law. Just a distant relative. You have no right or authority to tell me what to do. Besides, these are the clothes I wear when going to work. I am positive that these outfits are not sexy at all. Whom do you think you're calling old-fashioned? Do you believe I would slap you in the face if I were there? What kind of descendant are you? You're so rude. I'll tell your mother-in-law and she'll beat you up. I haven't even asked you yet about daring to go to work today, okay? So why did you come back and scold me? What does that mean? What's wrong with going to work? Before going to work, I also said hello to you and Uncle John. I didn't leave without saying anything. Who allowed you to go? Or did you just say it and leave without caring about my opinion? You're so uneducated. Didn't your parents teach you? Your uncle and aunt are here to visit your family. You should host them instead of going to work. But my work is very important. I can't be absent. I work for a company that has its own policies and rules. I can't just be absent whenever I want. Hey, listen up. As women, Taking care of in-laws is the most important. Work means nothing. You know what? I'm sick of you two. Since you came here and stayed at my house, you've tried to mess with me. You've criticized me all the time and on everything I've done. It's as if you have some kind of pleasure in belittling and demeaning me. You should be grateful that we even bothered to visit you and stay in your house. We could have chosen to stay elsewhere. Grateful? For what? For the constant criticism and disrespect? I don't owe you any gratitude for making me feel miserable in my own home. If you're not happy here, you're more than welcome to find another place to stay. So, do you mean that you want to kick me and Uncle John out of the house? How dare you say that? This is my sister-in-law's house, and we have the right to be here. You will regret treating us like this. Your husband and mother-in-law will hear about your disrespectful behavior. Let them hear. I will not be silenced or made to feel guilty for standing up for myself. I deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. If they chose to side with you blindly, then perhaps it's time for me to reassess my relationships with them as well. Hey there, Dina. How are things at home? Is the world of two people happy? Don't worry about this old lady. I'm having a great time hanging out with my friends here. Hi, Mom. Actually, not two, but 3 people. 3 people? What do you mean? Isn't it my son bringing his mistress home? No, Mom, it's not that. In fact, after my mother left, my husband had to go on an urgent business trip. But then, Aunt Regina and Uncle John unexpectedly visited our house for almost 3 days now. Mom, I'm sorry, but I couldn't stand those two anymore, so I had to say harsh words and want to kick them out of the house. What? What did you just say? John and Regina have been staying at our home for 3 days? And you just kicked them out of my house? That's right. I told them that I wanted them to leave the house, but they refused to go and said that I have no rights because it was your house, and they want to stay there until you come back to claim justice. What did they do to make you so angry? Aren't you normally a very patient person? On the first day they arrived, late at night, they forced me to clean the guest bedroom for them to stay in and made me cook late-night meals and clean up after them. Then, they burst into my room, criticizing the way I dress, saying I look like a stripper. The next morning, Aunt Regina woke me up early and told me I was uneducated and lazy because I didn't cook breakfast for them. And recently, she shredded all the dresses and clothes in my closet. She even said I had to take time off work to take care of in-laws' family. I was extremely upset and couldn't stand it, so I told them to move out. Oh, that's unbelievable, Dina. How could you do that? Why did you kick them out after 3 days like that? You've really disappointed me. Mommy, are you disappointed that I kicked them out of the house after everything they did to me? I thought you would defend me. No, Dina. This time, I cannot agree with your behavior. Dina, I can't believe you let them trample all over you for 3 whole days. You should have stood up for yourself from the moment they crossed the threshold of our house. How could you let them treat you so disrespectfully? What? So, you're not mad at me for behaving disrespectfully to Aunt Regina and Uncle John? Oh no, Dina. I'm mad. Really mad. Why couldn't you stand up for yourself earlier? And why are you texting me now after 3 days? What makes me even angrier is that they dared to treat my beloved daughter-in-law like that. The daughter-in-law that I cherish and love. But now I have to serve them like this? I will definitely make them regret it. Mom, I tried to be patient and give them a chance to change. I didn't want to cause more conflict or upset everyone. Plus, I know you're on a trip right now and I didn't want to bother you with all of this. I thought I could handle the situation on my own. Patience has its limits, Dina, and they have clearly taken advantage of your kindness. You should have shown them the door the moment they started criticizing you and invading your privacy. They have no right to treat you like this. And Dina, you're never a bother to me. As your mother-in-law, It's my responsibility to protect you and ensure your well-being. No matter where I am, I will always be there for you. Don't hesitate to reach out to me when you need help. Thanks, Mom. I'm glad that I have a wonderful mother-in-law like you. But what should we do now? Dina, I've made up my mind. No one, absolutely no one, is going to bully my daughter-in-law and get away with it. With their personalities, I can be sure that they won't leave. Pack your things immediately. I'm going to book a flight ticket for you to join me on this trip. We'll be together and away from all this chaos. It's time to show Regina and John that they can't just invade our home and treat you with such disrespect. Mom, are you sure? I don't want to intrude on your trip or cause any inconvenience. Dina, from this point forward, I'll take charge of the situation. I will ensure that Regina and John face the consequences of their actions. They will have to pay for what they've done to you and our family. Trust me, they will think twice before messing with us again. Thank you, Mom, for being there for me and for supporting me through this. I'm grateful to have you by my side. Dina, where are you? Do you know what time it is? No decent girl would come home this late, especially a married woman like you. You're so disgustingly spoiled. Oh, Regina, it's been far too long since we've had the pleasure of conversing, and you choose to greet me with such vile insults. Where have all your pretenses of etiquette disappeared? Dina, what are you talking about? Are you playing dumb with me? Oh, are you searching for Dina? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but she's currently indulging in some well-deserved pampering at the spa, trying to cleanse herself of the torment inflicted upon her by none other than you, dear my husband's sister. And yet, I haven't even begun to exact revenge for the atrocious treatment you subjected my beloved daughter-in-law to. But let's settle everything today, shall we? Hold on. Husband's sister? Are you Taylor? And aren't you on a trip? But why do you have Dina's phone? How did you get hold of Dina's phone? Yes, I am Taylor, your esteemed sister-in-law. Well, you see, after hearing about the two individuals who had the audacity to invade and torment my household, I couldn't bear the thought of my daughter-in-law suffering any longer. So I instructed her to gather her belongings and join me on this trip. There was no way Dina could endure the nonsensical demands of uninvited guests. Don't you agree? What are you insinuating? Are you accusing me and my husband of unlawfully entering your house? How dare you make such baseless claims? Remember, this is my brother's house, and I have every right to be here, wherever I please, without your permission. And how dare you address me in such a disrespectful manner? Have you completely forgotten all the manners I tirelessly instilled in you? Well, it seems you've forgotten one thing. This house is owned by me. The real estate papers are all in my name. So anyone who enters that house without my permission is committing an unauthorized break-in. And what about the etiquette you taught me? Did you make a mistake? When I first became a bride, it was you who constantly bullied me, nagging me all day long, insisting that I serve your family like a servant. Ha! Do you still hold on to that old-fashioned view that a daughter-in-law should always treat her husband's family like gods and serve without ever daring to complain? How dare you mock me and question my teachings? You have no right to challenge the values and traditions that have been upheld for generations. A daughter-in-law must submit herself to the authority of her husband's family and serve them without question. Oh, how convenient for you to hide behind outdated traditions and use them as a shield for your own self-interest. Is that how you justify your mistreatment of others? Well, times have changed, Aunt Regina. Women have fought for their rights, and we refuse to be silenced and oppressed any longer. We deserve respect and dignity, just like anyone else. Respect? Dignity? You think you deserve respect after the way you and your daughter-in-law treated us? We came to your house out of goodwill, and this is how you repay us? By insulting and kicking us out? Goodwill? Is that what you call it? Invading my home? Criticizing my daughter-in-law? And tearing apart her belongings? What's your idea of goodwill? Maybe in the past you could bully me, and it took me a long time to stand up for myself and leave the countryside with people like you. But even after I moved to the city, do you still want me to bully my daughter-in-law? Let me tell you, I will not let my daughter-in-law go through such miserable days again. You have no right to force my daughter-in-law. You've crossed the line, Regina, and now you'll face the consequences. And what consequences do you think you can bring upon us? You cannot touch us. We are a family. I am your husband's sister. Oh, you underestimate me, Regina. I may have tolerated your behavior for far too long, but no more. Get the hell out of my house at once and return all of Dina's clothes you ruined, totaling $50,000. And best of all, never show up and bother my family again. This is the final warning. You think you can scare us with your empty threats? We'll see about that. I won't go. I won't leave this place. This is my brother's house. I have the right to stay here. You're nothing but a troublemaker, Taylor. Oh, I assure you, Regina, I am far from being just a troublemaker. These are not empty threats. These are promises. I have gathered evidence of your harassment, destruction of property, and emotional abuse. And guess what? I've already contacted a lawyer. But that's not all. I've also reported your illegal break-in to my house to the police. So don't even think about denying your guilt. The law will hold you accountable for your actions, and justice will be served. You're just trying to scare us, Dina. We won't back down. Scare you? No, I'm beyond that now. I am determined to bring you to justice and ensure that you pay for the pain and suffering you've inflicted on my family. You will face legal repercussions, financial penalties, and the tarnishing of your reputation. I will not rest until you are held responsible for your actions. You're making a huge mistake, Dina. We'll fight back. Ooh, I welcome your resistance, Regina. Your attempts to fight back will only dig your own grave deeper. So get out of my house now, and be prepared to face the consequences that await you. This is not just about me or my family anymore. It's about standing up against bullies like you and ensuring that no one else has to suffer under your tyranny. As the days dragged on, the truth slapped John and Regina right in the face. The evidence against them was rock solid, leaving no room for denial. Finally, justice was served, and they were made to pay up big time. The court ruled in my favor, slapping them with a hefty compensation bill for all the crap they put me through. It was a sweet victory, and they were left with no choice but to face the music. But that wasn't the end of it. Oh no, they didn't just get away with their twisted games. The court's decision came with a harsh consequence. They were kicked out of my life for good. That's right, banned, erased, gone from existence. They were never allowed to step foot into my domain again, let alone bother my precious family. They were left to lick their wounds and wallow in the mess they created. Meanwhile, my relationship with Taylor flourished amidst the chaos. That woman, let me tell you, she's a warrior. Her unwavering support, love, and determination to seek justice gave me strength and hope. We forged a deep and unbreakable connection, transcending the boundaries of a traditional mother-in-law and daughter-in-law relationship. Taylor became more than just a mother-in-law to me. She became a trusted confidant, a guiding force, a true friend. We shared laughter, tears, and moments of triumph together. She celebrated my victories and provided comfort during my darkest times. Her presence in my life brought joy and a sense of security that I had never experienced before. With Taylor by my side, I learned the true meaning of family and found solace in knowing that I was not alone in this journey. We supported each other, lifted each other up, and celebrated the beauty of our unique bond. I am eternally grateful for her love, wisdom, and unwavering belief in me.